Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me again. Well, a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Sunday, I did a video about the march that happened in London, organised by Tommy Robinson. Loads of people were there, thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Paz was there. Maya Tusi was there. Other YouTubers were there. It was very well covered. In fact, there's been some interesting video content. I saw yesterday that Paz did a video actually telling you firsthand what he saw, what went down, how it was. And if you compare real life testimony against the likes of the BBC, ITV, Sly News, and all the rest of them, paints a very different picture. They always call this sort of thing right wing, far right, hooligans, you name it, it gets tarnished with it. This was the thumbnail that I did for the video. You can go and check that out. And as I say, I'll leave the link to Paz's appraisal in the description, so you can go and have a look at that as well. But what I wanted to do is just run through some of your comments, you know, things that you had to say. So here we go. Right. Cyphtus 47, BBC, now but scum, stop paying the license fee. Well, it's the way they badge everything, isn't it? If they were any further to the left of the side, it'd be laughable. Very biased. ND locked out. I think MSN didn't shout about it at all unless they were trying a narrative. That's right. I hardly saw any mention of it in the big areas, and those that did really try to tarnish it with a particular kind of brush, not a good one. Same again, they've been messing again. Your feeds have not been popping up. I assume you mean YouTube. Yes, it happens every now and again, unfortunately. Paul Hinckley, right isn't wrong. It's right. Yes, but if it disagrees with the narrative, it's far right. And I think people are waking up to and getting fed up with it. You know, that coupled with the video I did beforehand with the news from Reform, it's been an interesting day or two. Jonathan, MSN and other channels have exposed themselves as true liars. Now, anyhow, what further proof of this do we need? Exactly. And, you know, the video feed alone for him, I think it was something like 800,000 people watched it. Crazy figures. Phil, mainstream manipulators are totally left-wing organisations and support only left-wing viewpoints on the subject matter of anything. You're starting to see a theme appear here. You're all thinking the same. User, I was amazed at the things we heard on the news, and even worse was the things said on Hope Not Hate, such shameful disrespect for UK citizens. Imagine a backlash if you said something like that to a Muslim protester. You'd be arrested for hate speech. Yeah, you would. There were mums, dads, grandparents in the march who, while they might not agree with everything Tommy had to say, wanted to stand up and be counted to free the UK. It wasn't even English people there. It wasn't only Welsh people. There were all sorts. You know, you've got another one coming on the 27th, and I'm going to try and be there. I have to see how that pans out. Jen Kitching, yeah, all that, absolutely brilliant. Peter, about bloody time we saw a rise in patriotism, something that's sadly lacking, absolutely. John Rowlands, my father joined the Navy because he was a patriot and he loved his country. I joined the Army because I loved my country. My two sons followed suit. So going by the MSN, we are all extreme far-right activists and troublemakers just wanting to disrupt and destroy our political system and our country. Yet this new generation of people think the empire was criminal and abused and terrorized many foreign countries and their citizens, and we only pillaged their countries. We were the only nation to be involved with international slavery, and we should be condemned for our abuses against humanity. And in their assessments, we, the United Kingdom, have never done anything positive and good for other countries around the world. So the French, the Spanish, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the Turks, Chinese, Mongolians, Egyptians, the Arabs, the Americans, the various different African countries, the Vikings, the Saxons, oh my God, the Celts have never in their history been involved with attacking other countries and nations and taking the people like those countries as slaves. The Red Indians of North America attack different tribes. and took their men and women as slaves, as did many other indigenous people in all parts of the world, the likes of the Mayan, the Incas, and the Aztecs. But at least we can say that in lots of countries where we were involved with the indigenous population, we did leave some great things with regard to industry, politics, infrastructure, government, institutions, structure, and organizations. All of the positives of the people in these countries. We saved Europe twice. We saved several Arab countries from being attacked by other Arab countries. We saved Malaya, Borneo, Singapore, and other countries from being taken over by dictatorships. Not all of our history has been good, but in the balance of our history, the majority of our history and interventions have been positive. Thank you very much, John. That is quite a history, isn't it? And, we're always demonized, aren't we? We're no good. We can't do it. And you've just put it right. Some of the things we have done. And that's over a great many years that you've just described. Lee, the news and media have no regard for the truth. Alas, it's just fit left-wing woke agenda. One day soon, it will all be revealed. But not, however, through the MSN. No, they won't. They'll keep us going. They'll keep us in the dark, or at least try to. Fluffy Bunny says we must all vote for the independents on the 4th of July. If Starmer gets in, we're doomed. Rishi has made sure the youngsters vote against his conscription policy. The powers that be want Starmer in, and the conscription idea is a ploy. The two-party system's a big con, as their cheeks are the same backside. Stop nicking my phrases. But yeah, I agree with you. Well, the problem is first past the post, and the other problem is the mainstream media. How many people still believe the system, the narrative, the media? We've got to think they're no good. But if I vote for them, they're no good either. But if I vote for them, will they get in? And you've just got to think, well, no, and change it. That's all I can say. And it's got to be done in the millions, the absolute millions. David Cooper, as we all know, controlled media, censored, etc., and fake. Cancel your TV license, folks. That's Graham. Ray and Leslie Raskar. Throw, not though, bloody oh, right, gotcha. We need to change things now, not tomorrow. Through the arsehole out the people. Throw the arsehole out, the people have the real power. No more. I'm with you. Last comment, Graham. The media always try and say it's far right when you were a patriot. The media would never say this to the Americans. We should be more like them and be proud of our country. Yeah, well, whether you identify as English, British, Welsh, Northern Irish, Scottish, you should be proud of your country. You should be proud of where you come from. And I think, particularly in England, we've lost a little bit of that over the course of time. That's very much evident in what you see and how we're led to believe about things. Very revealing comments there. A lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, think exactly the same. And that says something in itself. Anyway, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And as always, if you're on social media, I won't mind a share. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.